things that exist and have being on its face? The source of thy spirit is drawn from the earth's heart. For in thy form thou art one with the earth. When thou hast learned to hold thine own balance, then shalt thou withdraw on the balance of earth. Exist then shall thou with the earth is existing, changing in form, only when earth too shall change, tasting not of death, but one with the flame, holding thy form till all pass away. List ye, O man, while I give the secret, so that ye too shall not taste of change. 1 hour each day shalt thou lie with thine head pointed to the place of the positive pole. 1 hour each day shall thy head be pointed to the place of the negative pole. Whilst thy head is placed to the northward, hold thou thy consciousness from the chest to the head. And when thy head is placed southward, hold thou thy thought from chest to the feet. Hold thou in balance once in each 7, and thy balance will retain the whole of its strength. Aye, if thou be old, thy body will freshen, and thy strength will become as a youth's. This is the secret known to the masters, by which they hold off the fingers of death. Neglect not to follow the path I have shown, for when thou hast passed beyond years to 100 to neglect, it will mean the coming of death. Hear ye my words, and follow the pathway. Keep thou thy balance, and live on in life. Hear ye, O man, and list to my voice. List to the wisdom that gives thee of death. When at the end of thy work appointed, thou may desire to pass from this life, pass to the plane where the sons of the morning live, and have being as children of light. Pass without pain, and pass without sorrow into the plane where eternal is light. First lie at rest with thine head to the eastward. Fold thou thy hands at the source of the life. Place thou thy consciousness in the life seat. Whirl it, and divide it to north and to south. Send thou thy one out toward the northward. Send thou thy other out to the south. Relax thou their hold upon thy being. Forth from thy form will thy silver spark fly, upward and onward to the sun of the morning, blending with light at one with its source. There it shall flame till desire shall be created. Then shall return to a place and a form. Know ye, O men, that thus pass the great souls, changing at will from life unto life. Thus ever passes the Avatar, willing his death as he wills his own life. List ye, O man, drink of my wisdom. Learn ye the secret that is the master of time. Learn ye how those ye call masters are able to remember the lives of the past. Great is the secret, yet easy to master, giving to thee the mastery of time. When upon thee death fast approaches, fear not, but know ye are the master of death. Relax thy body, resist not with tension. Place in the heart the flame of thy soul. Swiftly then sweep it to the seat of the triangle. Hold for a moment, then move to the goal. This, thy goal, is the place between thine eyebrows, the place where the memory of life must hold sway. Hold thou thy flame here in thy brain seat, until the fingers of death grasp thy soul. Then, as thou pass through the state of transition, surely the memories of life shall pass too. Then shall the past be as one with the present. Then shall the memory of all be retained. Free shalt thou be from all retrogression. The things of the past shall live in today. Tablet 14, Atlantis. List ye, O man, to the deep hidden wisdom lost to the world since the time of the dwellers, lost and forgotten by men of this age. Know ye this earth is but a portal, guided by powers unknown to man. Yet the dark lords hide the entrance that leads to the heaven-born land. Know ye, the way to the sphere of Arulu is guarded by barriers open only to light-born man. Upon earth I am the holder of the keys to the gates of the sacred land. Command I, by the powers beyond me, to leave the keys to the world of man. Before I depart, I give ye the secrets of how ye may rise from the bondage of darkness, cast off the fetters of flesh that have bound ye, rise from the darkness into the light. Know ye, the soul must be cleansed of its darkness. ere ye may enter the portals of light. Thus I established among ye the mysteries, so that the secrets may always be found. Aye, though man may fall into darkness, always the light will shine as a guide. Hidden in darkness, veiled in symbols, always the way to the portal will be found. Man in the future will deny the mysteries, but always the way the seeker will find. Now I command ye to maintain my secrets, giving only to those ye have trusted, so that the pure may not be corrupted, so that the power of truth may prevail. List ye now to the unveiling of mystery. List to the symbols of mystery I give. Make of it a religion, for only thus will its essence remain. Regions there are two between this life and the great one, traveled by the souls who depart from this earth. Duat, the home of the powers of illusion. Sekhet Hetzpet, the house of gods. Osiris, the symbol of the guard of the portal, who turns back the souls of unworthy men. Beyond lies the sphere of the heaven-born powers, Arulu, the land where the great ones have passed. There, when my work among men has been finished, will I join the great ones of my ancient home. 7 are the mansions of the house of the mighty. 3 guards the portal of each house from the darkness. 15 the ways that lead to Duat. 12 are the houses of the Lord of Illusion, facing 4 ways, each of them different. 40 are the great powers, judging the dead who seek for the portal. 4 are the sons of Horus. 2 are the guards of east and west of Isis, the mother who pleads for her children, queen of the moon reflecting the sun. Ba is the essence, living forever. Ka is the shadow that man knows as life. Ba cometh not until Ka is incarnate. These are the mysteries to preserve through the ages. Keys are they of life and of death. Hear ye now the mystery of mysteries. Learn the cycle, beginningless and endless, the form of he who is one and in all. Listen and hear it. Go forth and apply it. Thus will ye travel the way that I go. Mystery and mystery, yet clear to the light-born. The secret of all now I will reveal. I will declare a secret to the initiated, but let the door be wholly shut against the profane. 3 is the mystery, come from the Great One. Hear, and light on thee will dawn. In the primeval dwell 3 unities. Other than these, none can exist. There are the equilibrium, source of creation, one God, one truth, one point of freedom. 3 come forth from the 3 of the balance, all life, all good, all power. 3 are the qualities of God in his light home, infinite power, infinite wisdom, infinite love. 3 are the powers given to the masters, to transmute evil, assist good, use discrimination. 3 are the things inevitable for God to perform, manifest power, wisdom, and love. 3 are the powers creating all things, divine love possessed of perfect knowledge, divine wisdom knowing all possible means, divine power possessed by the joint will of divine love and wisdom. 3 are the circles of existence, the circle of light where dwells nothing but God, and only God can traverse it. The circle of chaos where all things by nature arise from death. The circle of awareness where all things spring from life. All things animate are of 3 states of existence, chaos or death, liberty and humanity, and felicity of heaven. 3 necessities control all things, beginning in the great deep, the circle of chaos, plenitude in heaven. 3 are the paths of the soul, man, liberty, light. 3 are the hindrances, lack of endeavor to obtain knowledge, non-attachment to God, attachment to evil. In man, the 3 are manifest. 3 are the kings of power within. 3 are the chambers of the mysteries, found yet not found in the body of man. Hear ye now of he who is liberated, freed from the bondage of life into light. Knowing the source of all worlds shall be opened. Aye, even the gates of Arulu shall not be barred. Yet heed, O man, who wouldst enter heaven. If ye be not worthy, better it be to fall into the fire. Know ye the celestials pass through the pure flame. At every revolution of the heavens, they bathe in the fountains of light. List ye, O man, to this mystery. Long in the past, before ye were man born, I dwelled in ancient Atlantis. There in the temple I drank of the wisdom, for it is a fountain of light from the dweller. Give the key to ascend to the presence of light in the great world. Stood I before the Holy One, enthroned in the flower of fire. Veiled was he by the lightings of darkness, else my soul by the glory hath been shattered. Forth from the feet of his throne like the diamond, rolled forth 4 rivers of flame from his footstool, rolled through the channels of clouds to the man-world. Filled was the hall with the spirits of heaven. Wonder of wonders was the starry place. Above the sky, like a rainbow of fire and sunlight, were formed the spirits. Sang they the glories of the Holy One. Then from the midst of the fire came a voice. Behold the glory of the first cause. I beheld that light, high above all darkness, reflected in my own being. I attained, as it were, to the God of all gods, the Spirit Son, the sovereign of the sun spheres. There is one, even the first, who hath no beginning, who hath no end, who hath made all things, who govern all, who is good, who is just, who illuminates, who sustains. Then from the throne there poured a great radiance, surrounding and lifting my soul by its power. Swiftly I moved through the spaces of heaven. Shown was I the mystery of mysteries, shown the secret heart of the cosmos. Carried was I to the land of Arulu, stood before the lords in their houses. Opened they the doorway, so I might glimpse the primeval chaos. Shuddered my soul to the vision of horror, shrank back my soul from the ocean of darkness. Then saw I the need for barriers, saw the need for the lords of Arulu. Only they with their infinite balance could stand in the way of the imploring chaos. Only they could guard God's creation. Then did I pass around the circle of 8, saw all the souls who had conquered the darkness, saw the splendor of light where they dwelled. Longed I to take my place in their circle, but longed I also for the way I had chosen, when I stood in the halls of Amente and made my choice to the work I would do. Passed I from the halls of Arulu down to the earth space where my body lay. Arose I from the earth where I rested, stood I before the dweller. Gave my pledge to renounce my great right until my work on earth was completed, until the age of darkness be past. List ye, O man, to the words I shall give ye. In them shall ye find the essence of life. Before I return to the halls of Amente, taught shall ye be by the secret of secrets, how ye too may arise to the light. Preserve them and guard them, hide them in symbols so the profane will laugh and renounce. In every land, form ye the mysteries. Make the way hard for the seeker to tread. Thus will the weak and the wavering be rejected. Thus will the secrets be hidden and guarded, held till the time when the wheel shall be turned. Through the dark ages, waiting and watching, my spirit shall remain in the deep hidden land. When one has passed all the trials of the outer, summon ye by my key that ye hold. Then will I, the initiator, answer, come from the halls of the gods in Amente. Then will I receive the initiate, giving him the words of power. Hark ye, remember these words of warning. Bring not to me one lacking in wisdom, impure in heart or weak in his purpose, else I will withdraw from ye your power to summon me from the place of my sleeping. Now go ye forth and summon thy brothers, so that I may impart the wisdom to light thy path when my presence is gone. Come to the chamber beneath my temple. Eat not food until 3 days are past. There will I give thee the essence of wisdom, so that with power ye may shine amongst men. There will I give unto thee the secret, so that ye too may rise to the heavens, God, men, in truth, as in essence ye be. Depart now and leave me while I summon those ye know of, but as yet not know. Tablet 15, Secret of Secrets. Now ye assemble, my children, waiting to hear the secret of secrets, which shall give ye power to unfold the God-man, give ye the way to eternal life. Plainly shall I speak of the unveiled mysteries. No dark sayings shall I give unto thee. Open thine ears now, my children, hear and obey the words that I give. First I shall speak of the fetters of darkness, which bind ye in chains to the sphere of the earth. Darkness and light are both of one nature, different only in seeming, for each arose from the source of all. Darkness is disorder, light is order. Darkness transmuted is light of the light. This, my children, your purpose in being, transmutation of darkness to light. Hear ye now the mystery of nature, the revelations of life to the earth where it dwells. Know ye are threefold in nature, physical, astral, and mental in one. 3 are the qualities of each of the natures, 9 in all, as above, so below. In the physical are these channels, the blood which moves in the vertical motion, reacting on the heart to continue its beating. Magnetism, which moves through the nerve paths, carrier of energies to all cells and tissues. Akasa, which flows through channels, subtle yet physical, completing the channels. Each of the 3 attuned with each other, each affecting the life of the body. Form they the skeletal framework through which the subtle ether flows. In their mastery lies the secret of life in the body, relinquished only by will of the adept when his purpose in living is done. 3 are the natures of the astral. Mediator is above and below, not of the physical, not of the spiritual, but able to move above and below. 3 are the natures of mind, carrier of the will of the Great One, arbitrator of cause and effect in thy life. Thus is formed the threefold being, directed from above by the power of 4. Above and beyond man's threefold nature lies the realm of the spiritual self. 4 is it in qualities, shining in each one of the planes of existence, but 13 in number, the mystical number. Based on the qualities of man or the brothers, each shall direct the unfoldment of being. Each shall channels be of the Great One. On earth man is in bondage, bound by space and time to the earth plane. Encircling each planet, a wave of vibration binds him to the plane of his unfoldment. Yet within man is the key to releasement. Within man may freedom be found. When ye have released the self from the body, rise to the outermost bounds of your earth plane. Speak ye the word, Dor-e Lila. Then for a time your light will be lifted. Free may ye pass the barriers of space. For a time of half of the sun, free may ye pass the barriers of earth plane. See and know those who were beyond thee. Yea, to the highest worlds may ye pass. See your own possible heights of enfoldment. Know all earthly futures of soul. Bound are ye in your body, but by the power ye may be free. This is the secret whereby bondage shall be replaced by freedom for thee. Calm let thy mind be. At rest be thy body. Conscious only of freedom from flesh. Center thy being on the goal of thy longing. Think over and over that thou wouldst be free. Think of this word, La'um Il Ganuver, and over in thy mind let it sound. Drift with the sound to the place of thy longing, free from the bondage of flesh by thy will. Hear ye while I give the greatest of secrets, how ye may enter the halls of Amente, enter the place of the immortals as I did, stand before the lords in their places. Lie ye down and rest of thy body. Calm thy mind so no thought disturbs thee. Pure must ye be in mind and in purpose, else only failure will come unto thee. Vision Amente, as I have told in my tablets, long with fullness of heart to be there. Stand before the Lord in thy mind's eye. Pronounce the words of power I give. Mekut El Shabel. Hail Sir Ben, El Zabrut, Zini from Quarel. Relax thy mind and thy body. Then be sure your soul will be called. Now give I the key to Sambala, the place where my brothers live in the darkness. Darkness, but filled with light of the sun. Darkness of earth, but light of the spirit. Guides for ye when my day is done. Leave thou thy body as I have taught thee. Pass to the barriers of the deep hidden place. Stand before the gates and their guardians. Command thy entrance by these words. I am the light. In me is no darkness. Free am I from the bondage of night. Open thou the way of the 12 and the 1, so I may pass to the realm of wisdom. When they refuse thee, as surely they will, command them to open by these words of power. I am the light. For me there are no barriers. Open, I command, by the secret of secrets. Edom El-Ain, subvert Zer Adam. Then if thy words have been truth of the highest, open for thee the barriers will fall. Now I leave thee, my children. Down, yet up, to the halls shall I go. Win ye the way to me, my children. Truly, my brothers, shall ye become. Thus finish I my writings. Keys let them be to those who come after, but only to those who seek wisdom, for only for these I am the key and the way. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Tablet 1. The History of Thoth the Atlantean. I, Thoth the Atlantean, Master of Mysteries, Keeper of Records, Mighty King, Magician, living from generation to generation, being about to pass into the halls of Amente, set down for the guidance of those that are to come after. These records of the mighty wisdom of great Atlantis. In the great city of Caor, on the island of Undul, in a time far past I began this incarnation. Not as the little men of the present age did the mighty ones of Atlantis live and die, but rather from aeon to aeon did they renew their life in the halls of Amente, where the river of life flows eternally onward. 100 times 10 have I descended the dark way that led me into the light, and as many times I have ascended from the darkness into the light, my strength and power renewed. Now for a time I descended, and the men of Ken shall know me no more. But in a time yet unborn will I rise again, mighty and potent, requiring an accounting of those left behind me. Then beware, O men of Ken, if ye have falsely betrayed my teaching, for I shall cast ye down from your high estate into the darkness of the caves from whence ye came. Betray not my secrets to the men of the north or the men of the south, lest my curse fall upon ye. Remember and heed my words, for surely I will return again and require of thee that which ye guard. Aye, even from beyond time and from beyond death will I return, rewarding or punishing as ye have requited your trust. Great were my people in the ancient days, great beyond the conception of the little people now around me, knowing the wisdom of old, seeking far from within the heart of infinity, knowledge that belonged to earth's youth. Wise were we with the wisdom of the children of light who dwelt among us. Strong were we with the power drawn from the eternal fire, and all of these. Greatest among the children of men was my father Tophme, keeper of the great temple, link between the children of light who dwell within the temple and the races of men who inhabited the 10 islands. Mouthpiece, after the 3, of the dweller of Unal, speaking to the kings with the voice that must be obeyed. Grew I from there, from a child into manhood, being taught by my father the elder mysteries, until in time there grew within the fire of wisdom, until it burst into a consuming flame. Not desired I, but the attainment of wisdom, until on a great day the command came from the dweller of the temple that I be brought before him. Few there were among the children of men who had looked upon the mighty face and lived. For not as the sons of men are the children of light when they are not incarnate in a physical body. Chosen was I from the son of men, taught by the dweller so that his purposes might be fulfilled, purposes yet unborn in the womb of time. Long ages I dwelt in the temple, learning ever and yet ever more wisdom, until I too approached the light emitted from the great fire. Taught me he the path to Amente, the underworld where the great king sits upon his throne of might. Deep I bowed in homage before the lords of life and the lords of death, receiving as my gift the key of life. Free was I from the halls of Amente, bound not by death to the circle of life. Far to the stars I journeyed until space and time became as naught. Then, having drunk deep of the cup of wisdom, I looked into the hearts of men, and there I found greater mysteries and was glad. For only in the search for truth could my soul be stilled, and the flame within be quenched. Down through the ages I lived, seeing those around me taste the cup of death and return again in the light of life. Gradually, from the kingdoms of Atlantis passed waves of consciousness that had been one with me, only to be replaced by spawn of a lower star. In obedience to the law, the word of the masters grew into flower. Downward into darkness turned the thoughts of the Atlanteans, until at last in this wrath arose from his Djeheuti, the dweller, speaking the word, calling the power. Deep in earth's heart, the sons of Amente heard, and hearing, directing the change of the flower of fires that burns eternally, changing and shifting, using the logos, until that great fire changed its direction. Over the world then broke the great waters, drowning and sinking, changing earth's balance, until only the temple of light was left, standing on the great mountain of Undul, still rising above the water. Some there were those who were living, saved from the rush of the fountain. Called to me then the master, saying, Gather ye together, my people. Take them by the arts ye have learned of far across the waters, until ye reach the land of the hairy barbarians, dwelling in the caves of the desert. Follow there the plan that ye know of. Gathered I then, my people, and entered the great ship of the master. Upward we rose into the morning. Dark beneath us lay the temple. Suddenly over it rose the waters, vanished from earth, until the time appointed was the great temple. Fast we fled toward the sun of the morning, until beneath us lay the land of the children of Chem. Raging, they came with cudgels and spears, lifted in anger, seeking to slay and utterly destroy the sons of Atlantis. Then I raised my staff and directed a ray of vibration, striking them still in their tracks as fragments of stone of the mountain. Then spoke I to them in words calm and peaceful, telling them of the might of Atlantis, saying we were the children of the sun and its messengers. Cowed I them by my display of magic science, until at my feet they groveled, when I released them. Long dwelt we in the land of Chem, long and yet long again, until obeying the commands of the Master, who, while sleeping, yet lives eternally, I sent for me the sons of Atlantis, set them in many directions, that from the womb of time wisdom might rise again in her children. Long time dwelt I in the land of Chem, doing great works by the wisdom within me. Upward grew into the light of knowledge the children of Chem, watered by the rains of my wisdom. Blasted I then a path to Amente, so that I might retain my powers, living from age to age a son of Atlantis, keeping the wisdom, preserving the records. Great grew the sons of Chem, conquering the people around them, growing slowly upwards in soul force. Now for a time I go from among them into the dark halls of Amente, deep in the halls of the earth, before the lords of power, face to face once again with the dweller. Raised I high over the entrance, a doorway, a gateway leading down to Amente. Few there would be with courage to dare it, few passed the portal to dark Amente. Raised over the passage, I, a mighty pyramid, using the power that overcomes earth force. Deep and yet deeper place I a force house or chamber. From it carved I a circular passage reaching almost to the great summit. There in the apex set I the crystal, sending the ray into the time-space, drawing the force from out of the ether, concentrating upon the gateway to Amente. Other chambers I built and left vacant to all seeming, yet hidden within them are the keys to Amente. He who in courage would dare the dark realms, let him be purified first by long fasting. Lie in the sarcophagus of stone in my chamber, then reveal I to him the great mysteries. Soon shall he follow to where I shall meet him. Even in the darkness of earth shall I meet him. I, Thoth, Lord of Wisdom, meet him and hold him, and dwell with him always. Built I the great pyramid, patterned after the pyramid of earth force, burning eternally so that it too might remain through the ages. In it I built my knowledge of magic science, so that I might be here when again I return from Amente. I, While I sleep in the halls of Amente, my soul, roaming free, will incarnate, dwell among men in this form or another. Emissary on earth am I of the dweller, fulfilling his commands so that many might be lifted. Now return I to the halls of Amente, leaving behind me some of my wisdom. Preserve ye, and keep ye the command of the dweller. Lift ever upwards your eyes towards the light. Surely in time ye are one with the Master. Surely by right ye are one with the Master. Surely by right, yet are one with the All. Now I depart from ye. Know my commandments, keep them and be them, and I will be with you, helping and guiding you into the light. Now before me opens the portal. Go I down into the darkness of night. Tablet 2, the halls of Amente. Deep in earth's heart lie the halls of Amente, far neath the islands of sunken Atlantis, halls of the dead and halls of the living, bathed in the fire of the infinite all. Far in a past time, lost in the space-time, the children of light looked down on the world, seeing the children of men in their bondage, bound by the force that came from beyond. Knew they that only by freedom from bondage could man ever rise from the earth to the sun. Down they descended and created bodies, taking the semblance of men as their own. The masters of everything said after their forming, "We are all who were formed from the space dust, partaking of life from the infinite all, living in the world as children of men, like and yet unlike the children of men. Then for a dwelling place, far neath the earth's crust, blasted great spaces by their power, spaces apart from the children of men, surrounded them by forces and power, shielded from harm, they the halls of the dead. Side by side then placed they other spaces, filled them with life and with the light from above. Builded they then the halls of Amente, that they might dwell eternally there, living with life to eternity's end. 32 were there of the children, sons of light who had come among men, seeking to free from the bondage of darkness those who were bound by the force from beyond. Deep in the halls of life grew a flower, flaming, expanding, driving backward the night. Placed in the center, a ray of great potence, life-giving, filling with power all the children. Placed they around it down 32, places for each of the children of light, placed so that they were bathed in the radiance.
Peace, love, blessings.
From the eternal light. There,
Uncle Jacineb, life, vitality, and health. Make sure you get some stretching in. Loosen up all them joints. Loosen them joints up. Make sure you got your energy flowing throughout your body with no restrictions. No restrictions to the righteous. No restrictions to the righteous. When you're moving in righteousness, you have no restrictions, no bounds. No restrictions, no bounds when you're moving in righteousness. So move freely in every space that you find yourself in. Hotep.